Hello, everyone. Welcome. Oh, I hope my audio is working okay. Can you hear me okay? Welcome. Today I'm excited to share with you a special guest. And before I introduce her, I want to tell you a couple things. I've got some notes to make sure I don't forget anything. For those of you watching live, thank you for being here. Love connecting with you. Would love some hearts. Post your comments and questions below in the chat. We'll be sure to answer those. Or for anybody watching the replay, I'll come back by and answer those as well later. Let's see. What did I want to share with you? So for those who don't know me, I'm Julie Parker. I'm a speaker, coach, and consultant, owner of Your Inner Blueprint, and as a physiognomist, which is a fancy scientific term for face reader, I interpret the features of people's faces, which indicates important information about your who you are, what you're good at, just different traits about your characteristic and your personality and your style. And I show people how to read a face like a book so that you can either be more efficient in your sales conversations, be more efficient in your relationships with other people, because it's basically all about relationships, right? So whether we're interacting with people at work or at home, it's about relating to them. And why not do it more effectively and efficiently, right? So I teach people how to do that. And let's see, what else do I want to mention to you? Some of you know that I have 4 meetup groups locally in Houston. 2 are networking and 2 are sales related. And I'm really excited to announce my guest who is going to be speaking November 1st at my meetup group for people live in person. And if you're not able to do it live in person, we have a special opportunity coming up the next day. Terra has been so generous to offer to do a virtual talk as well the next day for people who are either not local or can't make it. So let's see what else I want to mention. Okay, I wanted to bring her on with me today because I wanted her to just give a little bit of a sample about who she is, what she's going to be talking about, in case you're interested in joining us. So I'm going to read my notes to make sure I remember everything. I want to introduce Terra. Terra is the creator of Business Mapping Method. She's a business coach for entrepreneurs and business professionals, and she uses proven tools and techniques and systems to help solve complex business issues. She specializes in defining unique sales processes to help reduce the sales cycle and serve more customers in less time. As a former consultant to multi-million-dollar companies, Terra uses her signature business framework to help others work smarter, not harder. And is that not amazing or what? I think we all could use that. Terra is the 2016 eWomen Network Managing Director of the Year, which is huge, a member of the Forbes Magazine Coaches Council, and is an adjunct professor at Lone Star College. So I want to welcome you, Terra.
Hello. Excited to be here. Thanks for having me this morning.
Thanks for being here this morning with all of us. So yeah. Tell me a little bit, or tell us all a little bit about you, about your business, who you serve, if you would.
Sure. No problem. So as Julie had mentioned, I'm the creator of the Business Mapping Method, which is my signature framework that I use to move people from A to B. And it really focuses on 3 areas in business. Clarity, and I serve a lot of entrepreneurs, but also this definitely applies to business professionals, because it's all about understanding the business foundation so that you understand, even if you're in sales, how you should work great with marketing and how accounting plays. So it's really a whole business in general, which I think a lot of people miss out on. I really just focus on A to B, which is, the 3 things. So clarity on whether it's your business model or that you have a full understanding of business foundation. And then the second part being cash, right? Like what we all love. Cash being the sales process, how you attract people to you, your referral program, and all kinds of things on how you're actually bringing money into either your business or your company's business, which is really important. They love that when they hire employees that are making them money or saving them money, right? And then the third thing is confidence. So, and I work with a lot of women entrepreneurs as well. And it becomes one of these things, clarity in your business, and you've got the cash coming in, and you understand how the cash flows, your confidence skyrockets, and you continue to just get better and better. But sometimes it definitely takes clarity. Sometimes it takes making money in order to build up your confidence to know what you have and your value that you bring to the table. So my framework focuses on those 3 areas, but it's really a 9-step process. And my main goal is to always take all kinds of, whether it's business ideas or issues that you're having in your professional career, and really put them through the business mapping method. And that sifts out all your confusion and really does give you the confidence to either run a business.
Awesome. And you know, like we were talking before, it's helpful for people to know like different aspects about this, not just not just what's included in their scope of work.
Right.
So it helps to become more rounded. All right. So
yes, it makes it that much more marketable for sure, and valuable.
It's almost like learning a new language, like being bilingual or, you know, trilingual, right?
Yeah. It's totally a secret sauce. How you teach face reading, if you understand how all the different areas of business work and what's most important in each area, then you're like a total rock star, because you can take what you need and almost like, leverage that, but then give it to whoever you're working with so that they just have a much better understanding on what you do, and because you understand what they do as well. And it's just a marriage made in heaven.
Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about your talk. So Terra's going to be speaking November 1st and 2nd. The first will be live in person at one of my meetups. The second will be virtual for people who are not able to make it or not local. So and the title of the talk is How to Kickstart Your Sales Pipeline Like a Pro in 1 week or less. Is that not, I mean, I love the title to begin with. So can you talk a little bit about, just give us a little sneak peek.
Sure. So what I'm really going to be going over is a couple of things. It is so possible to kickstart your sales pipeline in a week. I mean, or less, honestly. And it's one of these things that is perfect right before the holidays, right? Everyone could use a little extra. I'm always working with, let's go and let's put your sales numbers in, on the plan, but let's try to be done with work December 15th. Like, how cool is that? Whether it's, your job so you can take vacation for the rest of the holiday, the rest of the year, or your business, because we don't do that enough for ourselves. So then we can disconnect from business and really spend time with our friends and family. So that's always my goal, is to be done by December 15th, take a few weeks, and then get back at it in January. But in order to do that, you've got to hit your sales numbers, right? So what I'm going to teach is a proven system that is going to help you generate all kinds of new opportunities. And it's one of these things but nobody seems to do it, because it takes just consistency, and it takes, some drive to do it. And I can promise you, by doing the system that I'm going to teach you, you will have opportunities that and it may not be what you think, but there's always, I've never had it where opportunities don't present itself. So I have it's called a quick start sales strategy that I'm going to be teaching at the group. And it's really what you need to know to turn those prospects into buyers. And more importantly, pump life back into some dead leads. Because a lot of the just, first somebody something once, maybe twice, but Julie and I both know it takes, what did we say, 7 to 12 touch points before someone can give you an answer sometimes.
You got to keep at it.
And there's a fine line between, you don't want to be a stalker, right? We got to find that balance for you, because I truly believe sales is one of these things that's really easy when you're playing to your strengths. Not because someone else tells you to do it, but it has to feel congruent with who you are inside, or else you're going to always struggle with it.
Yeah. And it comes across that way.
Yeah, definitely. I even created this quiz that there's 5 typical sales personality types, depending on who you are, and you answer these questions and it'll return back what your style is, what your personality best is in alignment with, so that you can understand how to get people into action, right? Because it's different for somebody, a closer, right? They're
right,
all about closing the sale, versus somebody who comes across as like the best friend. And then they never get the sale, but they are the nicest people in the world, but they're just not comfortable asking for the sale as much as the closers, like, ready to do business, let's make this happen. So I have 5 personalities, and you fit into one of them. And and that's really, once you know that, then it's all about, now that you know that, let's kickstart your pipeline and get it going. But the real secret, you want to know the real secret, we'll share this. Is just business development never stops, period. When it stops, then you have to always then re-kickstart, which is fine. You have a system for that, but it's always more effort to kickstart something than it is just to stay consistent and ride that momentum, right? So, so just, we don't stop. We don't stop.
Bear with me one second. I just want to post what you just said just now. Business development never stops. That is so true. It's an ongoing, business does, if your development stops, your business stops, your sales stops. Mm-hmm. So to keep it flowing, that's like brilliant. Yeah. So, all right. Terra has, one thing I want to ask you first. Is there like a favorite or like a client transformation story that you'd like to share? I'd like to hear something from your perspective.
I'm kind of like there's one that's just always coming front of mind now, and I don't share I rarely, unless I have permission from my client, I don't share. I'm just one of those people, I don't share who I work with, what we've done, because a lot of the people I work with are what I call, internet famous, right? And they're like struggling with they have the monetization. So I don't usually share like names or whatever, but like one thing that really comes to mind, that when I do a business map, and I didn't explain what that is, but with the business mapping method, there's 2 ways I work with people. One, like a done with you, which is a more affordable way where you go to the system and I just audit your answers and give you feedback. Okay. And then the other one is done for you business maps. That's where I'm doing 90% of the work. You're doing 10%. And I'm really digging in and creating, it's in your entire business model. And from, the 9 areas, and I won't go into all of them, but the first one being that clarity, which is getting really clear on your core values, what you stand for, your mission, vision, all that kind of stuff, what you sell, how you sell it, your sales process, how you're marketing, all that kind of stuff. Okay. And what I'm always hearing, it ends up being like a 45-ish page custom document where I document all this stuff out for you. Wow. And it's not my plan, right? Because I'm creating you're answering my questions. I do an intake process. I do some clarity. I do a gap analysis call. And then I just get to work, because I've created hundreds of business models, and it's so much easier for me to just go, oh yeah, that's going to work. I can see how that applies to you because I know your personality. Sorry?
I'm about to like bust out of my skin here for one thing. Okay. Right. So many, we all start in business. I just want to say this because this is so huge. We start in these businesses because we have these passions that we love and really want to serve other people with. And we're so good at that. Right. And then it comes to like the business, like the marketing, the advertising, the copy, the titles. And it's like, and then you've got to like do videos, and you've got to do like interviews and stuff. And you've got to do like recordings and stuff. And people are like, wait a minute, I learn how to sell. And it's like, what? I just want to do what I want to do. Yeah, so to have somebody create the business model for you, that's huge. Either to help you with it or to do it for you. Holy cow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, because I used to coach forever. And I still do some coaching, but it's more accountability once we create the map. But it's, I was a business coach for years with 20 to 25 clients a month. And it got to a point where people, I was getting frustrated, because it's like, you're kind of spoon feeding this whole
Yeah.
thing. And at that time, I would keep clients up to a year. Now I just do 6 months. I'm a catch and releaser, right? I want to coach you out of me. But it becomes, it comes one of these things where it's like, you know, let's say I lost my train of thought. Like linear, because I had this like linear thing. What were we talking about? Yeah. Anyway, from a business mapping perspective, because you had asked me about, you know, a transformational story. Right. So one thing that I say every single time, and it's almost like, please say it, because I want to continue to get this validation and confirmation that this is why I do it. Right. Is because they come at the end of it, I give them their presentation, I recorded thing, and I'm presenting back their business model back to them, and they're like, I feel so professional and legit now. And I'm like, you were always, it was just in here. It was my job to get it out of here, to regurgitate it in a way that you're pretty proud of your business, or you're, you know, whatever. So yeah, and every time, knock on wood, that has happened to me. And yeah, it just becomes one of these things that's like, when you just lay it out, and you understand it and you believe it, because it's your model, right? If you don't build it, somebody else is going to, right. And you're not going to. So true. You're going to be like, why did I sign up for this? So yeah, and then we just really focus on your strengths, and I even do like your roles and responsibilities. If you are to get other people on your team, to help navigate the bus. So we're gonna play to your strengths.
That's so cool.
So and that's
thorough too,
right? Like yes, you need to know how to do sales, and you're really probably the best salesperson for your company, assuming you're really passionate about it. But if not, then maybe you have to outsource that. You know, I mean, that's okay, as long as it's your processes, your systems, all that kind of stuff.
Right, and also, you know, when you get to the point where you can't serve as many people, I mean, you're only one person. So, like, I have another girlfriend who, she's a personal stylist. Well, she and her husband are in business together, and they're awesome, so good at what they do, and yet they can only, you know, one person each. So they've hired people on to do this. Yeah. Do the strategy calls for their prospects and clients to either upsell them or to bring them into the program, but they have to do it in a way that is congruent with their message and what they're in their style. So to find people to do that and to have that written and ready to go, wow. Okay, I think my stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's huge. All right. I want to hide this, and I just want to mention for people who are interested or who are enjoying this, please, as always, share if you feel like anyone else would be interested in hearing this, or knowing about Terra and her work, or interested in coming to the meetup or the meetup itself. So if you're interested in more information about the meetup, comment below with talk details. So you'll be able to get the link for, actually I might post it anyway, but you'll be able to get the link for the meetup, so you can either come live in person if you're here locally in Houston, or join the next day for the virtual. We're going to do it on a platform here as well, or not in Belay, but we'll do it virtually. So again, if you're enjoying this, please comment below and share, as always. Give some likes, hearts. Let us know you're connecting with us, so we can know that you're enjoying this. And then also, Terra has offered so generously to share her personality style quiz with us. So if you'd like the quiz, comment below with the word quiz, and we will send you the link. Actually, I'm going to post it right here. So this is the link for Terra's quiz, where you can find out your personality, your selling personality style, right, Terra?
And then I will send you, emails you a link to your custom personality. So you'll actually get a report that has tons of great information, strengths, and maybe what you need to do versus not do, and how you work your way to closing a little bit more. So yeah, they're all customized. It's really, really quite great. And just, I always say, like, my name is Terra Bohlmann with 2 N's. Everyone misses that N. It's like I'm married German, so it's the double N .com/quiz. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to hide this and show the name of the So the name of her talk is How to Kickstart Your Sales Pipeline Like a Pro in 1 week or less. If you would like information on the link to either attend live or virtually, comment below with talk details and I'll send that out to you. And again, if you would like, comment below with the word quiz and you'll get the link for Terra's quiz, which indicates your selling personality. So let's see what else. If there's something else. Again, I'm Julie Parker with Your Inner Blueprint. And today we have Terra. I just want to thank you so much for coming on live with me. I know your video has stopped, but we have a beautiful picture of your face and we're able to see hear you anyway. So it's all good. Okay. Would have been great to have your video working, but it's okay. No worries. Yeah. So thank you again for being here. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Look forward to either seeing you in person or maybe on the virtual webinar as well. And it's going to be November 1st and 2nd. So if you're interested, come below and let us know. If you've got questions or comments, please post in the comment section below. And please always share. I'll get faster at this. There's just a lot of share if you're enjoying the content here. So I will leave you today. Thank you again for joining us. Terra, thank you for being here. It was a pleasure talking with you as always. Love you, love your energy, love your message, and cannot wait to share this with you next week. So if you'll stay on with me, I'm going to end the broadcast. See you all later and have a great week. All right. Bye, everybody.